Hi there, welcome to Save with Crypto. My name is Save with Crypto, and I think today I'm probably on my own because Maff is busy. Let me just check the audio. All right, that sounds good. So that's fantastic. Okay, don't think we've got many here actually. I guess there might be something else happening on on well, I don't know. there might be something else happening somewhere. Anyway, if we got anyone here, can you just say hello? That'd be really good. I'll just say hello myself just to check the chat is working. I'll just say hello everyone. There you go. Did that post? Yes, it did. Okay, good. All right. Okay, so let's just have a quick look at the Bitcoin chart. So today we've got some stuff happening at 1:30. I'm not sure why that's not showing on this chart here. Why is that? Let me just move to a different layout. I've obviously disabled that for some reason. Oh, anyway, but we got PPI, CPI, all that kind of stuff today at 1:30 UK time. So that's 12:30. It's in about an hour and a half's time. I think I'm just talking to myself actually. If I am, never mind. Without even looking into that, I would probably say that Bitcoin looks like it wants to come back to this level here at about 108.6. That's what it looks like on the 1 hour chart. On the 4 hour, it's tricky because the 4 hours starting to look a little bit bullish actually. So yeah, there is that. Okay, let's go right down to the 1 minute. 1 minute again has got these levels down here at like 110. Yeah, okay. I don't know. The fact that it went up a lot yesterday morning. No, that was this morning, wasn't it? The fact that it went up a lot overnight just screams to me that it needs to come down. So if I had to guess, I'd probably say that we're going to get a dump with the data. I don't know why I can't see it. My Telegram's going nuts as well. Sorry about the noise. Let's see if I can turn it off. Anyway, so I had a look in Grok and I just said, will inflation data affect the market today? Which I can read to you. So it says, in fact, can I get it to read itself? How do I do that? I'd like to do it on my phone. Oh, I'll just read it. So it says, yes, the September 2025 US Consumer Price Index CPI inflation data delayed due to a partial government shutdown is scheduled for release today, Friday, October 24th, at 8:30 a.m. Eastern by the Bureau of Labor Statistics. This report is widely anticipated to influence financial markets, particularly equities, bonds, and the US dollar, as it's the first major economic data point in weeks and comes just ahead of the Federal Reserve's policy meeting next week, October the 28th to the 29th. 28th to 29th, so that is, what day is that? 31st is Friday, isn't it? So 30, Wednesday and Thursday, isn't it? Here's a breakdown of why and how it could play out. Key expectations for the report. Economists via Dow Jones and others forecast headline CPI plus 0.4% month over month and 3.1% year on year, up slightly from August 2.9 year on year, due to upward pressure from food, energy, and goods prices influenced by tariffs. Core CPI, which is excluding food and energy, 0.3% month on month and 3.1% year on year, holding steady from August. These figures would mark a modest re-acceleration from recent trends, but still above the Fed's 2.2% target. Details on categories like auto insurance expected to rise, airfare expected to fall, and tariff-impacted goods, e.g. household furnishings, will be scrutinized for signs of broader price pressures. Potential market impacts. Markets are always pricing in a near 100% chance of a 25 basis point, 0.25% Fed rate cut next week. So the CPI won't derail that unless it's a major surprise. However, with limited recent data, even small deviations could amplify volatility. JP Morgan's trading desk outlines these S&P 500 scenarios based on core CPI month on month with probabilities. Okay. So this is we got what we got here. So the most probable outcome, the core CPI plus 0.3 to 0.35, baseline in line with forecasts, which will give not much effect, okay? Going up to core CPI being greater than 0.25, which will give a reaction on the S&P 500 of plus 1% to plus 1.5%, and then alternatively, CPI of less than 0.4%, which is only a 5% possibility of, would give an expected S&P 500 reaction of minus 1.5 to 2.25. Okay, so in a way, the highest probability is that not a lot will happen. So let's see what happens. Oh, so who we got? Mr. Delta. Hello there. How are you doing? Firewatch. Hello. Afternoon, buddy from KB. Oh, great. I'm glad there's some people here. I thought I was talking to myself. Anyway, so that's what's to be expected for the S&P 500 equities. By the way, if anyone has just joined, I'm just talking about how the core inflation data and the PPI and all that's going to get announced in about an hour and 20 minutes, how that might affect the market. I think it's going to push it down, but that's just what I think. So equities, a hotter than expected print could pressure growth stocks, e.g. tech like Nvidia or Apple, by raising yields and signaling fewer future rate cuts, while value defensive sectors, e.g. utilities, might hold up better. Overall, JP Morgan sees a 65% chance that the S&P 500 rises post-release due to rate cut optimism. Okay, so 65% it'll go up. Okay, I'm not sure about that. Anyway, bonds and yields. Higher inflation could push 10-year treasury yields, currently 4.2%, up 5 to 10 basis points, hurting bonds. Okay, dollar and currencies. A sticky inflation read typically. Sorry, I'll say that again. A sticky inflation read typically strengthens the US dollar. Cooler data weakens it. So okay, well, we know it's going to go one way or the other. Broader context: ongoing trade tensions, e.g., political tariffs on China and Middle East risks, add to the sensitivity, but anchored long-term inflation expectations, 2.3% over 10 years, should limit panic. Why today specifically? Timing. Pre-market futures are already eyeing the data with tech under mild pressure from yield moves. Scarcity of data. The shutdown has created a data vacuum. That's quite a good phrase, isn't it? Making this report a focal point for Wall Street. Fed implications. It provides a last inflation snapshot before the Fed's decision, influencing bets on 2026 cuts. Okay, in short, expect a choppy trading around the release, position for volatility if you're active, but the baseline inline data should reinforce the current bullish equity bias. If the numbers surprise significantly, it could shift sentiment quickly. Okay, so that didn't really tell us that much, really. Just it's going to do one thing or the other, and we don't know. So probably the best thing to do. I just realised I did mean to share that tab. I'm so rubbish at doing this. Anyway, but you heard what I said. But let's have a look anyway. Let's go back to this tab, which I will share. Right, I am monitoring this on my other computer now, so hopefully I won't mess it up like I just did. But anyway, so just checking a few other things. That's all good. Have a quick look at the comments. So KB saying BTC looks good for more upside, in my opinion. Okay, let's have a look. Well, it's going up. That's for sure. Oh, I heard a little doink there. Was that maff? It was indeed. Hello there. He's there. Can't hear you at the moment, maff, but anyway, I'm sure he did say he probably couldn't turn up, but I can hear him. Hello.
Oh, can you hear? Hello, hello.
What are you doing here?
Oh, good. Okay, yeah. Just thought I'd join. I was in a meeting that just went on a bit, but yeah. So I'm singularly unprepared for this, unfortunately, because I wasn't actually
me too.
intending to join. Are you too? Okay.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
What I did was I did my usual thing of looking at something in Grok here, like I was saying, how will inflation data affect the market today? I read all this out, and I didn't change the tab in StreamYard, so everyone was still looking at the Bitcoin chart. With just me rambling on, really.
It's kind of multimodal, isn't it? So like it's actually quite good, I suppose, in a way, having the actual price data, the Bitcoin price data showing while talking about the CPI and so on. So yeah. I was thinking that so I think it's expected to be what 3.3. This I think it's probably what you've just covered, to be honest. But expected to be 3.1%, isn't it?
Yeah.
And last month was 2.9%. So inflation obviously is kind of on the rise. Well, potentially, I suppose we'll see. If it came in at like 3.0, then that would be extremely bullish, wouldn't it? Because so like if it's like 0.1% below the expected, that would be very much just unleash the bulls, which is so needed at the moment, just to get things rolling again. If it's above 3.1, if it's like 3.2 or whatever, then I think that's obviously going to be bearish because the rate cut odds would go down. It's currently something like 98% odds that the rates are going to be cut next Thursday, I think.
It kind of gave a date. It was like Wednesday and Thursday. I'm not quite sure. Is it 2 days of something happening, or?
I think maybe it's the actual FOMC meeting is probably that, and then they kind of do the announcement. It's a bit like choosing a new pope or something, isn't it? They go hide away in secret and then let out Jerome Powell to blow smoke rings or whatever he does.
It's exactly like that, isn't it?
Yeah.
I tell you what, I normally get the little flaggy things here, don't you? Well, I haven't got them for some reason. The little things saying, something's happening.
Oh, the news things. Yeah.
Yeah, but weirdly enough, on my other computer, actually no, it's not on there either. But there's normally like a little stars and stripes flag there, isn't there?
There's one. Oh, which time frame are you on? You're on the hourly. There is one slightly ahead, I think, that is durable goods. You probably need to see it on the you mean for today's or for
for the CPI data, like in like an hour.
I've got got the US flag with inflation rates month on month, core inflation rates month on month. It's probably that, isn't it?
I'm sure I had it a minute ago, but anyway, let's give it a refresh. That's just absolutely nothing. I've obviously turned something off somewhere, haven't I?
Accidental clickage on something.
Absolutely, yeah.
But this is saying it's forecast for 0. Forecast for 0.3 for core inflation rate month on month. Oh, sorry, year on year. I was looking at the wrong thing. Inflation rate year on year. Forecast for 3.1. Yeah, the previous is 2.9. Doesn't seem so. That's like upcoming events, I think, rather than like news as such. So yeah, is there like a live announcement stream or something like that so we can? Do they actually announce it right at whatever time it's going to be?
Yeah. That thing you normally see there, it normally sort of changes, at that point in time.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I haven't got it.
Okay. Have you done an ETA by any chance? Any like Bitcoin? Any Bitcoin TA?
No.
Oh.
Do you? No, I was just. I thought I was talking to myself. Actually, I thought there was no one here actually, and I was thinking, my God, it like they only come from math, like because you're not here. It's like no one cares. Nothing. I was feeling very rejected, and
there are quite a few, I think. I honestly think they come here for you, and they tolerate me.
Anyway, well, bearing that in mind, let's do this. There you go.
Okay. So let me see. Oh yes, good. So I have shared the screen, I think.
That was very slick. That was like, don't know.
I don't know. My mouse finger was hovering over the well, I suppose the mouse is hovering over the share button. So yeah, I haven't prepared this at all, to be honest, because I've just been in meetings and things all morning. I did have a look at was it? Oh God, I got to get the name right. Was it Teamwork? I think who posted the thing about the compound interest calculator into the Discord. And so, like, if we were trading and making a fairly achievable seeming 0.4% profit each day, and kind of compounding the I suppose the pool of what we're trading with, then over time that would turn into basically a big pile of money, really. So yeah, it kind of got me thinking maybe I should be focusing on doing that, so I don't have to worry about I'm in a work meeting. That this would be my work meeting. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, which there's got to be more fun, surely.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. In this, I can just ramble and talk any old rubbish versus rambling and talking kind of some specific rubbish that I don't really care about. There's a big difference.
Don't say that. They might be watching and you'll get fired, and that'll be the end of that.
It's a good point, actually. I do need to be probably a bit careful. Anyway, yeah. So moving on very quickly then. Bitcoin. Well, crikey, I do apologise to people on here now because as I was saying, I haven't really prepared this. I'll have to do this a little bit live and just have a look. Maybe it's not so bad then, because just.
I mean, the one thing I was going to say about Teamwork's idea, was I've quite often done this in the past, and like regular viewers will probably have seen my efforts of like thinking how do you become like a a millionaire in one year, and the answer to that is if you start off with two grand and you can make 1.6% a day, you'll have $1 million in 365 days. The thing about that is that actually isn't achievable because like professional traders apparently aim for like 10% a month, so
and they're the ones who know what they're doing.
So I'd probably say that if you're going higher than that, so obviously 1.6% a day, I mean obviously there's a compound effect as well, but 1.6% a day, I assume that would be about 50% a month or something like that. Which is too high. I think that is probably too much to aim for, so but I mean 10% a month, I mean I think I do that generally, and then occasionally
that's not necessarily compounding, is it? Because I think so it might be like creaming off the profits and kind of spending them on fish and eggs or whatever, but because obviously the thing with the compounding is that it's obviously going to compound the position sizes as well. So, but maybe that's kind of the point, isn't it? To then grow to kind of slightly terrifying sizes.
So I mean, you'd have to be bloody sure of your trade if you were like, if you were putting on like a 50 grand 10x trade or something, wouldn't you? Because 50 grand 10x trade is $500,000, which is like that's quite a large position size. I did actually try it once. Actually, I tried doing I think it was a 20. I had 20 grand in an account, and I did 50x on a trade just to see what it felt like to trade with $1 million position size, and my heart started beating so fast. I just thought I can't do this, and I actually closed it, and I made like $300 profit in about 5 seconds. But I honestly I had to sort of sit down and try and breathe deeply and recover after that. And I just thought I could not do that. And you see people like like I don't know, various YouTubers and stuff, putting on these positions.
Crypto or whoever.
Well, it's probably different for him because he's got so much money. Also, he was one of the original like Bybit affiliate people, so apparently, from what I've heard, like back in 2018 or whatever, he was earning about 100 bitcoins a day in commission, every day, so he's all right for money, so so for him, like it's not a big deal, and I can see why you can just like swan about and do all that stuff. Actually, I did notice. Actually, have you noticed he's got a health channel now called MM Health? Have you seen it?
Oh, I haven't seen that. No, is that kind of physical health, mental health?
No, it's about like it's about like eating proper food,
okay, like he's like a crypto version of Dr. Berg.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's like so today for the toxic food price, and I was thinking, right, so you got M&M Crypto doing a health channel now, right? That is
M&M Crypto don't eat M&Ms, so
yeah, I thought that
my name is M&M Crypto. I do not eat M&Ms.
And I thought, well, that's the end of the market cycle if he's doing that. But no, it's quite funny. I saw it. I thought, God, is that serious? And yeah, it is actually. And he was saying, just don't eat palm oil and ultra processed foods and all that sort of stuff. Which I must admit, I do totally agree with that. Actually, I'm trying to do a thing at the moment where if something's got more than 5 ingredients in it, I just don't eat it.
Well. Okay. You mean like ready-made stuff? So,
but even if you buy like I don't know, like 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 say, even going vegetarian, some like a corn product. You look at the amount of ingredients in it. It's like, Jesus Christ, what's in that?
Like,
And,
why do they feel the need to add all these things?
yeah, and at that point, you're actually thinking, well, I might just have a bit of chicken.
Well, that's the thing. But even that, you've got to be so careful with, because it has so often that they add sugar, don't they, to chicken? Because I suppose, I mean, if you're generally buying free range chicken and good, I mean, absolutely. But the horrendous, like, battery farmed ones, they raise them in such a horrendous state, and very, very quickly grow them and so on, and therefore, I mean, it makes me feel kind of ill just talking about it too much. But yeah, just that therefore they're kind of in this horrendous state. But the chicken doesn't taste very nice because there's no nutrients gone into the chicken. So there's it isn't like happy meat. Is that the right way to put it? I don't know. But it's so they add sugar to the ingredients, like brown sugar, to make it taste of something.
And
so something that's supposedly zero carbs is suddenly just you're eating sugar, and of what was a very unhappy chicken. Anyway, sorry, it just went completely off topic there.
No, I quite like it. It's one of my favourite subjects, actually. To be honest, actually, food and nutrition and all that. But yeah, you're right. I mean, you shouldn't be eating a 40-foot high chicken that's been kept in the dark for all of its life, which is like probably about a month, because it's been artificially grown with hormones and
exactly.
So I don't know. I don't know. It's just best to eat vegetables that grow out of the ground, really, isn't it? It's like
essentially just food of the earth and so on.
Yeah, I do like eggs though. I think eggs have got to be like the like eggs from I get them from a farm up the road, actually, and they.
Oh, perfect! Yeah. Do they have an honesty box?
There is one on the way there that has somebody who has their own chickens, but there's actually a farm there, and it's in this little village, and they basically sell them to the community shop over the road, sort of thing. And they're great because the little village they come from, the whole place smells of chicken shit,
but it's such a healthy smell. It's brilliant.
Yeah, and you can see them all wandering around the field and stuff, and they're all and they're great. They've got the brightest, yellowest yolks in the world, and that is always a really good sign of a good egg.
That's really telling.
Yeah. So I'm into eggs, and I don't know. Anyway, right, we have digressed very much, haven't we?
So CD Cherry Tree just joined. What's happening?
Yeah, he's got up at 6 o'clock in the morning to listen to me rambling on about eggs. But tell you what they do. What they do in the States, right? What they do in the States, they get eggs and they somehow like inject like yellow food coloring into the yolk to make the yolks look yellow, to make them look like they're coming from up the road from me.
It's so broken. It's the whole thing. Yeah. But funnily enough, like what's that got to do with the price of eggs? That's potentially a segue back to CPI, to inflation data, isn't it? Basket of goods. And so,
why was I talking about that? Jesus Christ!
But having done that, having segued back to that, I was just going to talk briefly about something that's nothing to do with CPI and just to do with. I guess it was a Bitcoin TA, wasn't it?
Well,
we played the jingle and so on.
TA.
Oh, actually, sorry, but is it now, the announcement, or is it?
No, it's in 1 hour's time.
In an hour's time. Okay, sure. I won't still be live streaming at that time.
I don't think I will, unless I get excited.
Yeah. Sure. So don't want to know about that. This right. So Bitcoin on the 4 hour. It's just going to have a quick look just to TA it. I do hope that the number is going to go up. I think
it's going down now.
Overall. So KB was saying Bitcoin looks good for more upside, in my opinion. I'm kind of inclined to agree. News often follows the markets. It's very true. The old is that? Yeah, it does, doesn't it? it's like it becomes like a self-fulfilling, like it's a cyclical thing after a bit. Yeah, so I've drawn in one line here, which is
Actually,
good progress.
did we get the times this right? Because it's having a right old dump right now.
I honestly thought it was. Could someone maybe confirm, just if you don't mind, just when is a CPI data being announced?
So, Forex Factory is where everyone goes, isn't it?
Right. Well, while you're looking at that, I'll just do a bit more of this. I haven't done this for a while, actually. What is that? Down at 1.3. Where's the price at? Oh, are we all the way down here? Bleeding heck. That's not good, is it? So we've got this bearish retracement level just here. Oh, funnily enough, back at 108. Just can't get away from that level, it seems. The old 108. It's kind of 107, 108 battleground, really. So put that in there. We've got like a build-up of order volume along there, and it just follows along. It's kind of that. I'll put that just below that. I don't know, maybe I'll put it on it so when I go on the lower time frames, we can kind of see where that would have been, the retracement level. Kind of neat that it actually lines up exactly on it. Pretty well. I've also just drawn it on it, but it is basically at the point where you kind of would expect the price drop down to if that happens, and then below. So if it does, then it'll drop down to within that range, which is kind of like 107.5. Meanwhile, though, still on the 4 hour, the EMAs are looking pretty good. They are coming around a bit. The faster reacting 9 EMA is, of course, curving around a bit now, but that's just reacting to this price drop. We had a bullish mid-range crossover, which was back at 9 a.m. this morning, UK time. So that signified just strength ahead, a sort of continuation of that momentum. And sure enough, I fear that's kind of what happened. It just carried on up. Maybe that impulse move has happened because we've kind of got this. Maybe let's just draw it. It's probably better. Sorry, that one. Yeah, maybe with this one, because we've got that area there, and obviously now with that area there. So and of course it ties in with the order volume over there. So it's going to drop down or it's going to go up, which is great. So if I drop down now to the 1 hour, probably. In fact, whether it drops down or heads back up is going to be dependent, I think, on the CPI data and the just how the US market reacts, of course, at 2:30 UK.
I think the thing is, I think what's happened is the US in their wintertime sort of thing now.
Have they flipped?
I don't know, because it says here on Forex Factory 7:30 US dollar. Sorry, CPI. Yeah, it looks like it was actually just then. So yeah, I got that completely wrong.
Scheduled to be announced today, 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. Is that now? So it was 8:30 a.m. 8:30 a.m.
No, it's 7:30.
to UK is so 8 yeah, so it'd be 1:30. It's being announced at 1:30.
Okay, so what was that little dump all about then?
Maybe because I joined the live stream.
If that worked, that would be so useful, wouldn't it?
I'll be trading that for sure. Just like, I'm going to join time to short. Wait, I'm just going to open this short and then join. So Anyway, so yeah, I think the price has come up. It's kind of consumed that that just liquidity there, which obviously ties back to this one as well. There's a very, I should have drawn that line coming further back there, because it does kind of consume that as well, and it's significant. I should draw in a line, horizontal line there, because that just seems kind of significant.
Yeah.
And the lower end of it is there, well, there, depending. It's the bottom end of that, this wick just here, isn't it? Yeah. Right about there, doesn't really matter. Yeah, so really now, I mean, just personally, I would not be trading this right now until we get the announcement one way or the other. If it's going to be, as expected, 3.1%, it's just going to be down to what I think. What's the overall bullish feeling on it? Well, if it's 3.1%, I think we're probably going to see some upside, surely, because there might be an initial sell-off to just stop people out, and then rise to the upside and then into the weekend and so on. Because 3.1% would kind of confirm that the interest rates are going to need to drop next week, and again later in Q4. So it's really, if it's less than 3.1, you might expect some just ballistic price action to the upside. If it's more, then that might even mark the end of the bull market, in terms of like any chances, because if there's a lot less likely to be a rate cut, I think that would be it, wouldn't it? Because it's so on a knife edge at the moment anyway. That's my feeling. So yeah, should I drop back to the 1 hour, and does that give us more info? Oh, by the way, apologies to people in the Discord that I didn't post the daily TA today, or yesterday. In fact, I'll try and get some of that in later on today. But to be honest, it's going to be, in fact, I was going to say it'll be a repeat of this, but I'll wait until after the CPI has been announced and US Open, and then we should just get a better idea of not so much just where things are going to go from there, but just like to what extent and so on. So it very much gives us a range here, doesn't it? It's still within that liquidity range, the kind of drawing back from there. So the 1 hour just says this might well, that might be tradable if you're looking for a few scalps. It's a 0.6% range, slightly to the upside. Potentially scalps that. If you're feeling brave.
That's good enough for me.
Yeah.
But that's me. There's actually some really important comments here, actually.
Oh, let's go for it.
Yeah, so CD's got his own chickens, which is brilliant. And Mr. Delta, eggs are expensive now. Save with chickens.
Yeah, or rename the channel. That could be your health food channel, following Crypto's footsteps.
Save with chickens. Yeah,
perfect.
So in the States, the time doesn't change until Sunday.
Like here, isn't it? Aren't we changing on Sunday as well?
Do we change on Sunday? We do.
It's soon, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, because obviously the weekend after will be. But I just looked up daylight savings in the States, and it said next weekend, like the 2nd of November, or whatever. I don't know.
It might vary, because they do it state by state, don't they? I think like Chicago, fairly sure might be different.
I'll tell you the weirdest place now is Australia, where it has something like, bearing in mind the size of the place, it's really weird that I think it's in the winter, it only has 3 time zones, but in the summer it has 9, I think it is.
Yeah.
And it's just absolutely mad. And yeah, and there's some places as well that the clocks go forward by half an hour. It's somewhere like Albania or somewhere. But
Just
anyway,
sounds complicated. Yeah. So
yeah.
Firewatch, I think, is added clarification to CD Territories clarification. So yeah, UK is 26, and New York then. Where did that go? So
sorry, it's
yeah.
me. It's me. I'll take my fingers off. Right, I won't do
that. You need to start doing the bullfrog noises as well.
I've turned it off. Actually. I was going to leave it on if it was just me, actually, because I can't really interrupt myself, really. But
you'd be surprised. So
I've turned them off now.
Okay. So yeah, so daylight savings, November the 2nd for the US, and I think as Firewatch is saying, it's so the 26th here and 2nd November for the US.
Okay, right, yeah. So
clarified. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Good. Right.
Yeah. This is interesting as well from CD. Problem is the jobs report is expected to come in higher. Fed walking a tightrope between that and inflation and tariffs. Yeah. They just need to do what have they got to do to make Bitcoin go up.
Well,
don't they realise that's their mandate?
Probably stop releasing shit coins and talking about WLFI and all that sort of rubbish. And just I don't know, just let the crypto world get on with it, and then sort of support it without trying to get involved.
Yeah. Okay. So are you basically saying that the Federal Reserve should maintain some level of independence from government policy and crypto nerds who want 100x coins and so on?
Sort of. Yeah. I don't know really. I don't know what's best. I mean, but what you want is kind of the opposite of Rishi Sunak, but not so keen that they want to release their own coins and do all that sort of nonsense. That's because I still can't believe he did that the day before his inauguration, wasn't it?
Yeah, there had to be some level of. I mean, surely that's breaking some regulation somewhere, if not a law. Actually,
I don't know. I mean,
well, certainly abusing his position there.
Well, completely, yeah. I mean, it's like get all the crypto community on your side, and then just like
burn the sods.
Rinse them by making a coin and then rugging it.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you very much for your vote, and now to show my appreciation.
Yeah, and then not only
a lot of you.
Yeah, and then not only doing it with his one, getting his missus to do one as well, and let's just get a few more quid out of them, a few more dollars out of them. Anyway,
yeah, right.
Really
so it's the old thing that where there's big money, there's corruption.
Oh yeah,
it's just how it just works, isn't it? Just so brings out the worst in people.
Yeah.
So,
absolutely.
There you go. It's exactly that.
So you go from an American himself.
Yeah, from the source.
Yeah, that's as close as we got.
Yeah. Okay. This is so. I guess if we done TA, I mean, I could, because honestly, it's just going to be so like what happens, as a saying, and then we have got kind of levels. I mean, this is the point of control for the VRVP along here in kind of slightly mustardy, salmony, off yellow. But if we head up, there is that retracement level at 108 point. Oh, I'm actually on the 12-minute. I just realised, because I wanted to zoom into this to see like would it be feasible to scalp along here. And to be honest, probably, but only if you're feeling like totally degen, I think, because that's a definite range. But you would have to watch for, as soon as it breaks below or above the range. Just make sure that your position is heading in the right direction. So like, because on this you'd probably want to set a limit order to open round about here, and have a stop loss here. But what that really means is set your position to open here, or maybe there, because that's what, because they know, that the market movers know that everyone's going to be kind of setting a position here and stop loss there, so that they will wick down and stop all those out and run off giggling, after the monetary hijinks. And so setting the position to open here. If you miss it, and it bounces back up, doesn't really matter. Just go again. But at least you'll have saved yourself a potential few dollars there. But I think that if that's going to happen, it'd be likely to come down. You can kind of see on this that the EMAs are curving down in any case. So that is just, even though that's coming back up there, it's kind of double bottomed, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, in fact, triple. Counting the wicks there. Is that a good point of support? Do you think just there?
I don't quite like how it's in that void of the VRVP, but
within that bit there, yeah. Or as we go on to the lower time frame, I'll switch on the order blocks and so on and so on. See, that doesn't tell us very much, really. In fact, it kind of does, to be honest. So we are right in the middle of a bullish order block, just according to this. So you can kind of see the green patch of bullishness. So that means that it is kind of reacting with that block right now. So there's open orders, open long positions within that I guess are being filled as it moves through that. So that actually suggests that it could fill those and then head on upwards. If there's time between now and the CPI data and the US Open. So that does suggest more upwards than downness, I think, given that, because it's I guess nature abhors a vacuum in the sense that it might well just rush down to fill this and a bit of that. But similarly, there's going to be a equal sort of push up through this area. It's going to want to consume these open orders.
Mm-hmm.
It might bounce off those. Do you know what I mean? It might go down, fill some of those, and then back up and continue ranging.
That's the kind of thing I would kind of favour myself. Yeah.
Then there's more order blocks down here that are also kind of shown up over there. So Quadzilla on here is kind of telling us that it's showing a fairly bearish outlook here on the 12-minute. So I'd definitely keep that in mind as well. The momentum's kind of generally heading downwards, and I think was there that's it. Again, back at 108, even on the 12-minute time frame, it's showing a retracement level at 108-ish, because there's one of those on the 4-hour as well. So one to keep in mind as well. Yeah. If we drop, depending on the news, then at least expect a fast drop, I think, down to this sort of level, slightly below, and then maybe a bounce back up, a reaction, depending. If the data comes in as expected, maybe expect that anyway, even if it's just a very, very sharp move down.
Yeah.
To liquidate people, because it's not actually that far down. It looks like more because it's on the 12-minute. We could expect that to be a pretty sharp move.
Well, the thing is, we've had like quite a nice pump overnight. So, you think, okay, is that just that, good news priced in? So in which case, a bit of a retracement before we go back up is probably on the cards, isn't it? You know.
Yeah, I think so. I think short term there might be some pumpage here just to eat up the order volume there. It might actually bounce off there and then whomp down to there, range bit, and just hopefully head back up. So just slightly on the, I'll make this the last bit just for this bit, just because I was thinking slightly in degen mode here and think in terms of like, can we scalp this? This is looking interesting because we have this bearish level, which is at 111.2, and so that one played out really nicely. It's this sort of thing. I think that's not going to be reached, but then it wicks up and and completes that structure. And similarly here, this one, so only on the 3 minute now, that kind of like 110.5 kind of level. You can see a similar wick down to fill that, and then that one down here, 110.2. There could well be, so what looks like a steep drop down in the slightly higher time frames on the 3 minutes will look like steps. Come down, fill that, bounce, come down, drop below that, maybe come up again and further down. This is the step 3 of that bearish retracement. So that could just be a plunge down and a continued drop.
Yeah.
And down to like 109. That could well be one that it drops off, and bang on 109 for that one, and so on. So, and then just maybe down into that range, but again between 107 and 108. So yeah, all those same sorts of levels playing out on multiple time frames, really.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. Thank you. Yeah. Firewatch was saying which order block indicated you prefer. You've renamed yours, haven't you? It's
I did. Yeah. I'll just find the details.
I think
Actually, I'll jump into the source code. So this is an open sourced one.
I think it's super order blocks, is it?
It's super order block /FVG /BOS tools by Makuchaku and Effie. Because the thing was, it had that name up here, and it was just like stretched out halfway across the screen. So just for that purpose, really, I made a copy of it and just gave it a shorter name.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but that's essentially what it is. So still contemplating putting some order block and fair value gap type of analysis into Quadzilla, because there's a definite sort of affinity between them. Like here, this it doesn't always happen, but this bearish retracement happens to sit within this order block just there, or just below it. So if you're expecting the price to come back up to here and then drop down for the step 2 and the step 3, how high up might it go? Well, it might just fill that order block, fill those orders and then drop down, and then there's another one here. It might go that high. That's why I find it really useful to use this in tandem with Quadzilla. Quadzilla gives you a hell of a lot by itself anyway, but I was thinking like if it was kind of just not even necessarily drawing the order blocks and fair value gaps, because then that's like lots of extra plotting that has to do, and it's slightly outside what it does, but it just calculating them internally and then using that in its various machinations and things.
Okay, so what would you do? Sort of have it so it like changes the color of something, or
that kind of thing, or even just makes it a exactly, changes the color, just displays it in some way, or even kind of drawing this as a sort of more of a channel.
right.
That is that kind of thing. So you still have these, as per normal, but when it aligns with something like this, it seems like that's a correlation for sure. So it feels like it could just. I mean, you can see there's a bit of a gap. So it'd be like some fraction of a percent of the price up, and then it kind of goes, this one. Whereas this one would probably be too high up, so it wouldn't. So it's probably just a separate thing that's happening.
Oh yeah, yeah,
yeah. That something like that. I mean, to be honest, I did have a look at that. I was kind of playing around with that and had mixed results.
Okay.
But yeah, so one to probably go back to, and I'll just mix it with stats and things so I can just see just how accurate it's going to be, I suppose.
Very interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds fun. Cool. Excellent. Florin's here. Hello, Florin. Good afternoon. Indeed. I don't think I can stop on till 1:30, unfortunately, to wait for the data.
No, I'm going to need to hop out now, I think. I was glad I was able to join at all, to be honest.
Yeah, no, I was pleased, actually. If I'd have known, I'd have put you on the thumbnail, but I didn't want to get people's hopes up too much, They go, oh no, where is he? I've got tickets. I've got tickets for SWC and maff.
Yeah, it would have been just a storm of people just like stomping out of the hall, I'm sure. That's it. Ripping out their tickets.
I want my money back. Or
maybe they did that when I joined. I don't know.
maybe. Anyway, by the way, if you are here, by the way, all you lot in the chat and everyone else who's watching, and those even on X as well, can you please give the stream a like and make sure that you are subscribed and you've got the notifications set on all. We've been talking about our indicator called Quadzilla quite a lot, and if you want to get it, you need to go to either that QR code in the corner or go to savewithcrypto.org/QZ and you can find out all about it.
It's this one.
That's it. And I still haven't done my little price jingle, have I? But anyway, there it is. It's not free, I'm afraid, but it is pretty cheap, and I reckon it pays for itself within a week or so. And we've had people in the Discord, which, by the way, you also get access to. We've had people in the Discord who's saying, it's paid for itself in like 3 days. So
yeah, it's so cheap it may as well be free.
Yeah.
So and it essentially, I think, as you're saying, it gives you kind of VIP access to the Discord. So the Discord itself, it is free to join, and if you want to get to trader level within there, which allows you to chat with our trading community, essentially, which is kind of like you guys, then that's also very straightforward. It's it works out free, so just a couple of steps to go through. We don't want your info, we don't want your phone number and inside leg measurement or anything like that. It's just a couple of steps and then you're in, basically.
Okay.
But if you don't want to do that, then you can simply get Quadzilla anyway, and you get access sort of automatically.
And there you go. So, right. Okay. So I know. Let's put the other one on. So unless we've got any questions, I think that's us done. Okay. Good. So let me have a quick look at any comments. Florin's saying thanks. That's why I couldn't match it. Okay, he's got it there. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Yeah. Okay. So that's it, really. Anyway, so watch out for some fireworks in 29 minutes time, and trade safely. Do check out the links in the description. If you're not signed up to a crypto exchange, have a look at the ones in the description down below. They've all got amazingly good offers, for like new users and stuff. Usually if you make a deposit, you get a big deposit bonus as well, that kind of thing. Bitunix at the moment, it's got a really, really good one. That's all cool. Right. Anyway, so I'm going to get on with my day, and I'm just going to say thank you very much to Maff. Really pleased you could come along, and
Likewise.
yeah. So it's well, goodbye.
Oh, that's a bit anticlimactic.
No, what I was supposed to
Bye-bye.
do. Right. Anyway, so it's good afternoon from me.
And likewise from him.
Excellent.
Good night.
Right. Right. Take care, everyone. Bye.